Our next contestant is actually a miracle child. One who hasn't been a part of BG's Dance Marathon for a very, very long time. His name is Nathan Watts, and 10 years ago he helped start UT's Dance Marathon and was very influential in bringing Bowling State University Dance Marathon to Toledo. Nathan's traveled all over the country, sang for people, and told his unique story. He's had 47 different operations, and for the first 10 years of his life, he's spent it in a hospital room. And now look at him now, he's living on his own, he's going out and playing songs, and giving his story and spirit to dance marathons around the country. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Nathan Watts.
Hey everyone. Let's sing a song. I'm so fireworks from the highway. Something on this, but it kinda makes me nervous to say. Maybe you deserve to what kind of got what you we can cure this dirty old disease. You got the poison, I got the remedy. The remedy is the experience. It's dangerous liaison. I said the comedy is that serious. So strange enough you play on words into the tragedy. How you gonna spend the rest of your life with the light on? So shine a light on all your friends, cause it all amounts to nothing in the end. I won't worry my life away. Said I won't worry my life away. I heard two men talking on the radio in a crossfire kind of new reality show. They were talking about the way the plan the next big attack. They were talking about the way the bad brother in the be right back. After Disney on the portable kids with the Mickey first dance with the shooter out back. This catastrophe, dance with me. You got the poison, I've got the remedy. The remedy, the experience. This dangerous liaison. Now says the comedy is that serious. It's strange enough you play on words. I see the tragedy is how you're gonna spend the rest of your night with the light on. So shine a light on all your friends, cause it all amounts to nothing in the end. I know I'm worrying my life away. Said I won't worry my life away. When I fall in love, I'll take my time. There's no need to hurry when I'm making up my mind. Turn out the sun, but I'm still gonna shine, and I'll tell you why. Cause it's the remedy, it's the experience, it's this dangerous liaison. That's the comedy, that's serious. It's strange enough to play on words into the tragedy. It's how you're gonna spend the rest of your nights with the light on. So shine a light on all your friends, cause it all amounts to nothing in the end. I won't worry my life away. Said I won't worry my life away. Thank you very much. As I said, my name is Nathan Watt, and I'm a former miracle child. And I am a product of Bowling Green State University's dance marathon. All right, yeah, raise you. All right. But what you may not know about me is that I have spina bifida. I've lived my whole life in a wheelchair, 47 operations before I was even 15. I've had more infections than you can count in my whole body. I mean, I can't even count anymore. It's ridiculous. And, you know, through all the dark times I've had in my life, there was always this one silver lining I had in my childhood. And it was the Bowling Green State University dancers that were there for me. The students and dancers at Bowling Green were one of the reasons that I was able to have a happy childhood in the midst of a lot of turmoil that was going on in my life. And you guys are making that difference here tonight. You know, when I got sick enough that I had to be transferred to the Cleveland Clinic in 7th grade, I had Bowling Green students drive all the way to Cleveland just to visit with me. Now, if it wasn't one dancer that was trying to crowd into my room at the hospital, it was 10 or 20 of you guys that were trying to get in there and visit with me. Now, the nurses were all like, they just scattered because they didn't want to deal with college students. Of course, when you get a hospital visa like me, they tend to not care what you do anymore. You guys were also the people that took care of my sisters when my sisters needed somebody to take care of them, because my mom was there for me when I needed her the most. But it was also the BG dancers that were there for me when I was healthy. Thank you. So, one thing that I want to remind you about tonight is the impact that you can make on people, and that this is for the kids. For the kids. And you may not realize it now, but those kids are going to walk out of here with memories that they are going to have for a lifetime. And so are all of you guys. Now, I hope in 10 years you're able to look back at this experience and seeing your miracle children doing things, growing up, achieving things, and say to yourself, I was there for that kid when they needed me most. I was there for that kid when he was at his sickest. Because I will never forget the memories that I have had while coming to BGSU's dance marathon. For example, all of these posters that you've made hanging around here, I have 2 of them, and I proudly hang those in my room. So, you know you're making a difference. Now, does anybody here know who Justin Lakely is? No. All right. Well, he's nobody that important. I mean, he just made this video on YouTube called The Evolution of Dance, and it's got something like, I don't know, 2 million, 100 million hits on YouTube. It's only the biggest YouTube hit of all time, okay? He went to BGSU and he was highly involved in the dance marathon. Now, when I was a kid, this right here, let me grab it.
Help him, help him, help him.
This right here was on auction. This is an Ohio State football signed by the entire 2003 National Championship winning team. OH? That's right, alright. And so, you know how big of a Buckeye nerd I am. When I was 11 years old, I wanted that football. I didn't have any money. Nothing has really changed since then. Yeah. And my mom didn't exactly have any money either. And she said, okay, I'm willing to put $50 towards this football, but you know, if it goes over, I can't really help you there. I'm like, alright, we're going to get this for $50. And so, auction starts. $5 for me. Some guy in the corner, he goes $10. I'm like, alright, that's cool. $15. Some guy over there goes $100. Dream exploded. I'm never getting that football again. The football eventually sold for $2,000 to some guy in the crowd. And I don't know who the guy, I didn't know who the guy was at first, and he walks up to me afterwards and he says, Nathan, I know that you wanted this football really, really badly. And I said, yeah. And he goes, well, I'm willing to make a deal with you. You get to keep it 6 months out of the year, and I'll keep it for 6 months out of the year. You start. I'll give it to you tonight, and in 6 months you can mail it to me, or I'll send you the postage, whatever. Judson never asked for the football back again. And, yeah, this football is now like, shrine in my house. It's one of the coolest things I've ever got. But it was because one BGSU dance marathon person cared. And that's the difference that any one of you can make here tonight. Because, you guys are the generation that's going to influence the next generation. You're already influencing that next generation by helping out these miracle kids. Also, 10 years ago, Dance Marathon was the place that I was able to get my first real crowd and large audience. The song that I sang was I Can Only Imagine. And back when I was 11 years old, I could only imagine not spending my life in a hospital. What is my life going to be like? Well, I'm happy to say that I'm living the dream now. I'm 20 years old. I'm a college student living independent at Capital University studying music technology. I love every second of it. It is the best place in the world. And I have to say, it's because of the work that you do here tonight and the work that you do here all year long with the Miracle Kids, that's part of the reason where I am tonight. So, I have this to say to go. This is for the kids. Now, say it with me. This is for the kids. Alright. So, I want you guys to dance the night away. I want you guys to enjoy yourself. But I also want you guys to do this when you get out of this dance. Keep this thing going because this thing changes lives. I know it changed mine. So, for my last song before I go, I want to sing for you guys my rendition of a song I sang 10 years ago on this very stage, I Can Only Imagine.
What my eyes will see when your face is before me, I can only imagine. I can only imagine. Surrounded by your glory, what will my heart feel? Will I dance for Jesus? Or in all you be still? Will I stand in your presence? Or to my knees will I fall? Will I sing hallelujah? Will I be able to speak it all? I can only imagine. I can only imagine. I can only imagine when that day comes and I find myself standing in the sun. I can only imagine when all I will do is forever worship you. I can only imagine. Surrounded by your glory, what will my heart feel? Will I dance for Jesus? Or in all you be still? Will I stand in your presence? Or to my knees will I fall? Will I sing hallelujah? Will I be able to speak it all? I can only forever, forever worship you.